Hi, welcome to PixelPia. Tonight we are going to talk about Google. I see that this screen is low light, so let me quickly turn that down a little bit. There we go. Now I don't have that weird shine on my right side of my face. So, Google products that I use every day. Well, there are a lot. And if you're here, of course, YouTube is one of them. But I'm not going to talk about YouTube at all today. Instead, I am going to talk about 4 of the products that I use on a daily basis right now. 3 of them I usually use on a daily basis. The 4th I use more often right now because I have recently moved. And those 4 apps or websites, I use them both as apps and websites, are Google Calendar. That's very, very important in my life. Gmail, of course. I also use on a daily basis Google Keep. And the 4th one that right now is important to me is actually Google Maps. But these are not the only 4. I thought it would be interesting to start by taking a quick look at all the apps and websites and programs that Google actually offers. So here we are on this website about Google /in_us/products/ and I have scrolled down. The beginning of this website talks a little bit about some of the products. But if you scroll down to here, you see all the products that Google has to offer. And we have Android of different kinds. I never use Android Auto. I use Android OS in my phone, and I have an Android TV. We have Calendar, one of the software I'm going to talk a little bit about today. Cardboard is for the virtual reality. Chrome, of course, I use every day. Chrome Enterprise, Chromebook. Hi, Ghana. You are welcome to lurk. And if you have a question about anything, just ask me. Chromecast I actually use when I'm watching something on my phone. I Chromecast it to my TV very often. Connected home we don't use. Contacts, digital well-being, docs, drive, earth, finance, and so forth. As you see, there are so many. Gmail is one of them I'm going to talk about today. I'm also going to talk about, let's see here. I'm not going to talk about photos or Google Pay or shopping, but you see, Google Podcast I use very often on my phone because I'm listening on many of my podcasts on my phone. Google Keep I will talk a little bit about today, and Maps I will talk about. We have messages, news, photo scan, Pixel Buds, Pixel Books, and so forth. And at the end here, we have all the YouTube apps. But that is not it. This is just what I call all products. If I click down here for businesses, they have so much more. And some of them you might even use, even if you're not a business. For example, Blogger. Google Meet is presented in both of these. And Waze, that's an alternative to using, we have Waze here too, an alternative to using Google Maps when you are out and about and need to orientate yourself in the area. So, as I said, the apps I use on a daily basis are, of course, my calendar. This is a very slimmed down calendar, as you can see, because I have only my main calendar checked here and my tasks checked here. But as you can see, I have a lot of different calendars. This is one I have for all my sister's appointment. This is one I have set up for things I'm planning. Here is one for my live streams on my other channel. So if I was to add all of these, you will soon see it's very, very occupied with a lot of stuff. And then I can add the holidays in the US as well. I usually just have one or two of these clicked and shown. And it looks a little different which one I have shown here on the website and which one I prefer to show when I'm using my phone. The reason that calendar is so important for me is not just to organize my life and have reminder popping up for things I'm going to do and things I'm planning. It is also the integration with the other apps. And you can see that here in the sidebar. It's directly integrated to Keep, which is my second important daily app. My task lists show up both here and in Keep. Maps, if I put something in here or in Keep, as I will soon show you, it pops up also in my maps, or it will use my maps on a very specific way that I will show you. And then I have Zone for G Suite because I have the G Suite. So that's my most important. We have we have Ghana lurking. Ghana, are you a user of the Google products or not? And if so, which one do you use? Of course, you use YouTube, but that's a given if you are here. But besides YouTube, is there any of Google's product that you use frequently? And while you thinking about that, I will prepare my number 2 important Google product, and that is Google Keep. And I will share my Keep with you here. As you can see, it looks very simple right now, but just 2 little notes. And they are color coded. The reason for that is that if you look here, I let me see what Ganna said in before I continue. Google the calendar for my kids' school and email. Yeah, the calendar that's a lifesaver, I must say. But here we have keep. And as I said, if you look here to the left, I have made a lot of labels. And that's what I usually do. So if most of my notes I have of different kinds are usually in archive. And if I go in here, you can see the difference. And it's really not easy. Here I have a lot of links to different websites. And I don't know how many it is. It will continue loading forever here. Let me see. But I have only 2 showing right now. And what I do is, for example, when I'm researching, here we have ideas, had nothing in it right now. Here we have Facebook. I was doing a series about Facebook, so I was researching a lot. And here are some of the websites that I have used when I did my research. So if I go on a website here, let's say that I'm searching for Google Apps Pro and Cons. That would be something I would search for the series I'm working on right now. So let's open this website. I have no idea what it is right now. But let's say, oh, this looks interesting. I think I want to really go through this when I work on my series. I have a little Google, what are they called? Extension up here. So I just click on that, and then I can choose one of my, let's say I want this to organize under ideas. So I chose the tag ideas, and now I can close this. And if I go up to my notes here, here is the website I just labeled with ideas. And now I can go in here and archive it. It doesn't show up on my login page, but if I go to ideas, I have everything that I have saved with the label ideas under here. I recently did a lot of podcast research, and here we have podcast, and that started to get a little bit too much on one page. So I did other labels, for example, podcast description or podcast equipment or formats. So that way I can just click on one of my labels and I can easily see what I have saved on this page. Let's go back to my notes that's not archived. One says here video ideas, and that is for this one I'm doing today. I could archive it. I have given it a pink color, and that's the color I'm using for video ideas. I can, on this, that's not what, I can copy it to Google document if I want. That's not what I wanted to show you right now. But here I have a shopping list. And if you look down here, what I have done is that I have was it under reminder? Yeah, I have picked an address here, which is a Walmart supercenter that I know I pass very often when I'm out and about. And the reason I have put that address in here is that on my phone, in my Maps app, when I am within a couple of blocks from that specific store. Hi, DJ, welcome. When I am a couple of blocks from that specific store, a reminder will pop up on my phone telling me you have a shopping list that you want to shop and you are close to Walmart right now. So that's why I like Google Keep. I can also write a new note there. Meet with X. I don't know who X is. And set a date and time for that. Let's say it's the 28th at 6 o'clock. And it does not repeat. Save. What will happen now is that if I go back to my calendar and this should be in, wait. This should pop up in my calendar if I refresh that here. Why doesn't it show up? Is it the wrong calendar? Is it this one? No. Tasks. Hi, squirrel. I suspected you were lurking. Of course I bring donuts. I always bring donuts. Now, since squirrel came in, we're going to look at this one. This is my mail. Oh, here. That's what I put. I put an, where is it? This one. No. This one that I was going to do this live stream today had a reminder as an email. And here you see that email just came in 10 minutes before I went live. I am just starting a series about Google Mail. I will not talk too much about mail today, but since Squirrel is here in the sidebar, and if you can't see your sidebar in Google Mail, you have a little arrow down at the bottom here. You have your contacts. And I'm going to open my contacts large. Oops, I'm not going to open it large. I'm going to go here. You needed to know, Tony, how to set up a list to send an email to several people. First, I'm going down on the left side main menu under More, Create New Label. And let's say I have trash people. I call that. That's a group that I will send the same email to every time. And let's put some where did you go? This is my brother. And now, what am I doing? Let me add maybe I have to be no, I should be able to do that. Label, label, label. Where did it go? Manage label. Create a label. Trashy people. Let's update my labels here. More. Manage labels and trash people here. Edit. No. How can I did this yesterday after we talked. Let's open calendar here. And let's okay. Here we go. I have to open calendar in a new window. I click on Magnus. Who else can we put in there? That's Andy, Alicia. And where are my trashy people? Okay. Contacts, Alicia, Andy, Magnus. Here. Label. Trashy people. Apply. So let's go back to my compose. And this is going to trashy people. And that should include, where are they? Where are they? What am I doing here? Hi, Gina Bina. Why don't I get it to work? I have 3 people in that group, so it should work. That's how you create. I hope that made any sense. Let's leave this now because I don't want to talk about Gmail that much. I'm gonna go into it much better when we do. Let's stop sharing. I'm going to talk about it much more in detail when I do the list. I'm going to send you my link here as always if anybody wants to pop in. Okay, so that was 3 of the 4 applications I use on a daily basis. My calendar, my Gmail, my Keep. Now, the one that might surprise you, but not might surprise me, is Google Maps. And right now, since I'm new down here, what am I missing in the chat, guys? Who is blocked? Hi, DJ.
Hey, Pia.
I can hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Let me see if it's my volume. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. There we go. It was my volume.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you fine now.
Okay,
Let me
good.
just finish up this about Google Maps.
Alright, good.
I use it, of course, on my phone to find addresses, but you can search for absolutely anything. And here we are in Sweden, and I'm looking for
Oh,
hotels.
God. Nothing just a hole.
Why didn't it take me down there? Oh, now I messed this up. I really messed it up. Why did I? Oh, let me stop sharing until I. Oh boy. One of those days. Tony, you're gonna die. Guess what I did today? Second day in a row before the live stream. I filmed without hitting record again. Second day in a row, I have filmed the same video without recording. I
How,
had the sound on again. I have the whole sound recorded and I didn't record the video.
how does that even happen?
How does that even happen? It's easy. You hit record on your sound thing and you forget to hit record on your camera. 2 days in a row. So when this is done today, I am gonna do it again. And it better work as a charm because I have filmed the same crap 2 times already without filming. And I have wasted so much time, so I don't want to have a lot of editing to do. It better be smooth. But that's my life right now. It's crazy. Don't ever even go there. And now I'm totally out of what I'm doing here. So let's stop sharing all of this and let's just talk instead.
Alright.
This is I
but
don't know why I logged out. I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah,
Don't be sorry.
I would like to actually thank you again for your help today because I'm glad I'm finally past that part. So thank you.
Yeah, that's a tough one because you have to remember those shields when you go from room to room. That's why I ran back and looked at them again.
Yeah, I was
And
I was
I did it wrong.
with
The first time I did it wrong, I had to run out again. So because there are two shields by each door. One is black and one is yellow, and you have to use the yellow ones and then turn them on in the right order.
okay.
Oh, Gana says, I like the Google phone. Oh, you have a Pixel phone? Oh, I am actually thinking of my next phone will probably be a Pixel phone. Of course it uses Android. Android is also Google.
Yeah,
It's
but
like, let
okay.
me pull that. Oh, we have visitors. Hi,
Hey, Tubby,
Squirrel.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
not much.
What?
I'm
What?
just doing a stupid thing as always.
I just set up a team email list for my whole team, Pia. Thank you. It's all set. It's done. I found a different. I didn't realize I had none of these guys in my contacts. I just started typing their names and they come up, so I had to add them all to my contacts
Yep.
first. But yeah, that was cool. That worked out well. Thank you.
Yep.
So now I just type in team and
I
all
looked at
7 of
it.
them go in.
Yep.
Cool.
I looked at it after yesterday's live stream. I said, let me look at this and figure it out for Tony. I
Pia,
will talk about it in my upcoming videos, but not the
there's
one
something that
this
I
week.
wanted to ask you. And yesterday we were on panel, and I forgot. And then when I got off, I was like, "Oh crap! I wanted to ask Pia about that." And now here I am with you, and it's my opportunity to ask you, and I can't remember what the fuck it is. I seriously can't remember
I
what the
will
fuck it is.
Granny. Think about it. It will pop up, and you
It
can
will.
always DM me or whatever if you have a question.
Yeah, I think
Let's
you're gonna
look
have
at
to.
Gana
Oh my gosh.
Gana. She got the Pixel 3.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Pixel 3?
The phone.
Oh
Pixel.
yeah. I got an iPhone 12 and the
I
camera is unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
I don't like iPhone that much.
Oh, I love it. I do. It's just me. That's all I'm used to. You know what I mean? It's all I had
Yeah.
before I
Yeah,
after since I had my flip phone. It's the first smartphone I've had. So I've just always had. I don't hate Android. I just don't know it. I've just always known iPhone. You know. There's people that get
Yeah.
upset about it. Like I got a friend who's an Android guy, and I pull my phone. He's like, "Pfft, got an iPhone?" I was like, "Pfft, "Yeah." So the fucking is. It's an iPhone. Why? Well, it'll suck. Whatever, man. I don't have a pony in this race, all right? I just have always, I just keep buying the one that I know the operating system on. And my buddy
Yeah.
gets all upset about it. You know, he's like, how can you own an iPhone? I'm like, how is this a problem? Like, I don't even understand it, you know? Do you want to talk about fucking turkey burger? Because we've talked about turkey burger. That's blasphemy right there. Let's not talk about that. Jeez. Talk about fucking phones and get fucking
Yeah.
shirtless fucking DJ up here. I mean, what are you going to do? You know? Speaking of
DJ
turkey
is
burger.
into the Apple products too. I don't mind it. I have one. This is filmed on that's an iPhone 8.
Hi. It lost its color.
No, I set it colorless on purpose. I can change that. Let me change it.
DJ, what's shaking, man? How you doing?
doing good, Toby. Like
Good.
I was said before, me and Peter got on the game over, and she helped me with a major boss level that
Nice.
I wouldn't have passed by myself.
So
So,
you couldn't beat it, and Pia just came in and whipped its ass for you, pretty much.
well, she helped, and plus it's good for her too because it helps her remember what the game is and the only phases.
No,
Because I was telling my friend this over, but in this game, there's like three main bosses in the game overall, but every single wolf has its own boss. So,
I
um,
changed.
look at that. Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna follow DJ's lead and come back shirtless, Pia. That's what I was hoping for. But anyway,
No, I even have pants on today. I
oh
even have
shit.
pants on today.
So on that second camera angle that you have, are you? Because I've been. So here's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I don't know. What I'm thinking, Pia, is I've been thinking about setting my iPhone up right here. I got this idea from watching you. Setting my iPhone up right here, and when I do my reaction videos, just a couple times through the video, shooting that second camera angle. Because that second camera angle has got to be when I stop the video or when nothing's going on in the video. Because the second camera angle, I mean, I could layer the video over it, but I don't want to. That's too much work, and I'm not sure with the angle where I'd put the fucking video, you know. But I'm thinking about doing that. I was thinking about just like when something's really funny and I stop the video and I'm laughing for a minute or something, I could play that second angle, you know. And I from watching the stream, I
What
thought I
I
learned
do,
that, so I thought it would be kind of cool.
I
How do you go ahead, sorry.
sometimes I set up 3 cameras, and now I have the A10 Mini. So let me show.
3 cameras.
Let me
What are you making home movies over there?
no.
Whoa.
Here, let me see. Can you see
yeah,
A10 Mini here?
Yeah, see, I need to get a deck like that. I'm I'm so fucking untechnological. It's unbelievable. I have a
No,
laptop
but now I have. But what I
That's
have
it,
a laptop too. I
and a
have 2
phone. That's all I
laptops.
have. Laptop and a phone. That's it.
But what I did was before I had that, I have 3 phones, 2
Right.
old
Okay.
ones, and so what I did was I set up all 3 phones, and I recorded on all 3 at the same time. And then when you cut it up and play around with it, you can use whatever. I mean, so if you have 2, why am I on that camera? Sorry. If you have 2, uh, you can film on both at the same time and then just use the clips that fits best.
Well, that's kind of what I'm figuring. What I figure I'll do is, and maybe I'm wrong, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to use this camera that I always use, and then I'm going to have a camera here. I'll take the footage from that camera. I'll clap or whatever, and then I'll go to where the clap is. I'll line them up, right? And then from there, I'll take the sound out of that camera. I'll just take the sound out because all the sounds comes through here when I do my reactions. So I'll take the sound out of that one. I'll just take the sound right out of the video. So I'll have 2 videos and 1 sound. And then as I go through, if I have them layered right, as I go through, whenever I want to switch, I just cut out a piece out of the one line, and the other line will automatically come in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah,
thinking. Okay,
yeah.
so editing will
Well,
even be easy too.
and what I do is I always record my sound on a separate sound audio file. I use what's it called? Audacity.
Oh, yeah. See, I watched a video about that where someone was using Audacity to record their sound and then they were pulling in 3 files or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it'll make a difference for me because because I use my headset as for my sound and I adjust my sound for every video. Every video, I'm still learning, so they don't all come out perfect. People
Mhm.
sometimes say to me like, "Oh, this is you're too low. The video's too low." I'm like, I know, I'm still learning this. Like, I'm still learning this whole process.
yeah.
But
And so I get that. And for the past month, I have actually been recording my audio off of well this microphone or off my webcam and just edited that and replacing the audio I get off my camera because my my camera is not well my camera in general is not in ideal ideal place for me. So I record my sound separately. That way I could get a little bubble audio. So
That's why I do my sound separate because this mic is so much better than any of my phones.
yeah, and
I
then,
mean, it's a big difference. Let me just reply here to Ghana. I found a new channel with some great tips for recording videos. Have you heard of Hiller Smith? He is fantastic. He is the video editor for which one of the brothers? The one that went to Japan and the hanging. What's his name?
it's one of the popular.
Yeah,
I
Jake Paul. Jake Paul.
yeah, I
He's
know.
the video editor for Jake Paul, but on his own channel, he has to informative how to edit like this or like that. He is really, if you want to learn editing, watch his videos. I
Yeah,
agree, Ghana.
now
Hiller
oh, I just subscribed to him.
Smith.
Hillier Smith. It's all one word.
Hmm.
now
Let me go to.
I will go ahead and say for my editing, I'm basically
There you go. I just put a link to his channel in your chat. Sorry. Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah.
cool. But for most of my editing right now, I have it to where I basically type edit. Well, I don't technically have to use my mouse, but I have my keyboard set up with all my
Shortcuts.
yeah, my basic commands without modifiers.
So,
So I don't have to hit command or control B to cut. I could just hit B and it cuts.
Yeah,
So
you have yeah. But I do it just because it's so fun. But before we get too far from our Google Apps, let me share my screen once more and
I
show you.
while you're doing that,
We
I just want to
talked
make sure that I understand what DJ was saying. He was saying he doesn't use a mouse to record. He uses his nipples. Is that what he said?
no, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's talking about to edit. That's why his
he
edit
said
is the
he said
way it
he
is.
he set the short keys, the command keys, and then he just uses his nipples to smack the keys.
Yeah.
Ha,
Here, I showed this earlier, but when we talk about Google products, I mean this list it goes on forever.
yeah,
Holy shit!
We have I don't use or Android Auto. I use Android OS. I have an Android TV, which I love, by the way. You
I
don't
didn't know they
need
had
any.
it.
Oh, I bought it recently. You have everything you can do on your phone. You can do on your TV. You can watch channels and all the
Okay.
channels I subscribe to and all the free TV. It's
Do you have
fantastic.
to have an Android operating system phone to have the TV? Like, do you have to have an Android account? I
No,
mean,
no, no,
okay, so I could buy one even though I'm an iPhone user and still use it.
yes,
I
an
didn't know if they were
Android TV.
linked.
It's perfect.
Okay.
I used to have a because we have skipped TV service years ago, but I used to have the what's that little USB?
The Fire Stick.
Well,
Yeah, but you don't even need that because you get all of that on your Android TV. You don't need the
Oh no
Fire
shit.
Stick. No,
now,
it's
let me
I
ask
love
this
my Android TV.
question. Have you ever used the old Google TV, which I used to have one? It was a nightmare to use.
No, I have never used Google TV, but now I have. But Android TV, it's. Let me see what they say here. Let's go into the website and see when I have. You see, it looks like this, and you can add all types of channels and all types of.
Yeah.
It's perfect, and you have all your Netflix or whatever you subscribe to. You have everything on there. You need to be online. I mean, that's but.
What the fuck? Now I need internet.
You
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
need
have
it.
internet.
Sure. But I
I gave
mean,
up internet.
I am
Full line.
I am so happy with my Android TV. And then of course I use calendar and now I can't find my mouse. Where is it? And Chrome, of course.
Whoa,
And Chrome has
whoa, whoa, whoa,
sometimes
whoa, 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 whoa! You're not just gonna. I've sat here and fucking. I've been waiting 5 minutes to find out what Google Cardboard is, and you jump right over. Yeah, we got calendar, and of course I use
oh,
Chrome. You skipping cardboard on me? What
cardboard.
is it?
It is those little it's a cheaper version of virtual. You buy a cardboard thing and you can see virtual with your phone.
We
You
all
put your
got
phone in
home
this
with
So why is that an app? That's not an
virtual
app, right?
reality. No, you buy this
Oh,
box and you use it. It's a viewer here, and then you
gotcha.
put your phone in there. This
Hmm.
is
I used to.
that's why I
See that box right
very
there, that cardboard box at the bottom there, how it flipped out and folded back
yeah.
in. Yeah, we used to do something just like that on the Land O'Lakes box. There was an Indian girl, and she was holding the butter. And my dad taught me this when I
Yeah.
was a kid. You cut on three sides of the butter, and then you cut her out of the box. And if you fold her knees up behind her, you can pull the butter down, and her knees are behind it, and it looks like it's her boobs. True story.
Oh my gosh. So here you see Drive. I use my Drive a lot, but it
Sure. Is that the
goes
one you were talking
on.
about earlier, where it's like, yo, Pia, you're at the fucking Wally. You got a shopping list. Is that Drive?
No, that's Keep.
Oh, Google Drive is just the store shit. That's right. Never mind. I've used that. Sorry.
Yeah, but
That's
they
yeah.
are connected to each other. But this, you
Is
mean
this?
this? I talked about Keep.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, just for the reminder aspect of it, you still have Meet with X in there,
Yeah,
by the way. I'm X. I put that in the
yeah.
chat earlier. What was the
Oh,
next video? Four Google
I
Parks that
didn't.
improve my daily
I
life.
didn't know if you wanted to tell everybody. Here, you just put an address and then it pops up.
That's pretty cool.
That's why I wrote Meet with X.
X, yeah, that's cool. We'll keep it at that for now. We won't tell anybody, especially Gana. Don't tell Gana.
No, she never figured it out.
No.
But this
She'll never.
and that is still just for everybody. Then you have all this for business and for developers too.
What the
So They really, really have a lot to offer. I mean, and I am totally sucked into the Google sphere. I have all my
The
apps
Google
connected.
Sphere. And
Yeah,
that's what it
I
is. But that's what it is. That's that. At the end of the day, that's the end game for them is to get you in there so that they have you with everything. At the end of the day, if you're using their free programs, you're gonna eventually move to the paid programs. If you like the
Yeah.
paid programs, you'll eventually move over to their operating system and their phones. Or it's all part of the whole. That's what a good company is. It incorporates everything into everything and makes it so that it's one big fucking world that you want to jump into.
it's
Crazy.
the same. It's you are either right now you are either in the Microsoft sphere, the Google sphere, or the Apple sphere. That's the three.
Yeah.
Yeah, the apple has a bite taken out of it, so it's not really a sphere. It's more like an apple-shaped apple.
They still try to be a sphere. The thing is, what I like most about the Google sphere is when you sign your privacy agreement, they don't sell anything outside of the Google sphere. They
Yeah.
use the information between all these programs,
Mm.
but they don't sell it outside of the Google sphere.
Yeah.
You know what I want to sell? I want to sell some wax strips to DJ. That's what I want to sell.
That,
His whole chest.
Oh, that'd be freaking great, huh? That'd be
no,
great watching DJ Wax live on TV.
no.
He
Oof.
can do one on the uh, DJ After Dark.
There's a guy on YouTube who I love. This guy, he's awesome. He's a British YouTuber. It's funny. I What I love about this guy is I've always said, right. I've always said, like, you know I just want to stay normal. Whether I stay at 200 subs forever, whether I make it to 1,000, whether I make it to 10,000, I just want to stay normal with my friends on here and everybody else is. I just want to be normal, because I see too many people that I've known and I've seen them grow, and then I've seen them just like fuck off everybody. And this guy John is like exemplary of that. He had 200 subs when I found this guy, and I had 300 on Helix Squirrel. This guy, by the time I hit 400, he had over 10,000 subs. The prick. No, I'm just kidding. He's a great guy, and he does his video work is beautiful. Like he's the guy who does, like, he'll show himself going for a walk, and the camera sees him walk onto camera and walk all the way off into the distance and disappear. And then it shows the next footage, and he's walking toward the camera from a different side of the field. Like, he does all that work, running back and forth, setting up cameras and everything to get those
Yeah.
great shots. And he's a good dude, and I have been hanging out in his channel since he had nothing, and he remembers the people that were there in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
And I reached out to this guy and asked him if he'd be part of a fuck you video that I was doing, and he was like, "I'd be honored to." I love your fuck you videos, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you watched my channel," and so it's kind of cool, you know what I mean? He's awesome, but I love this guy. He's great. Go to his channel all the time, and he just did a live stream where he just did a live stream where he was raising money for mental health. He did two of them. He did a 36-hour live stream, and they did another one where he just had a goal, and every time it hit a $50 increment, he ripped a fucking strip of wax off of hair out of his legs. He has really fucking super hairy legs, and his fucking wife was there with him, pasting him up and fucking ripping them fuckers off. I'll tell you, it was hilarious. What a live stream that was. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, watching him just get fucking tore up.
I bet he reached his goal.
He had a goal set of $500, 500 pounds. He's an English guy, for that stream, and he raised like 900 and something pounds. On his birthday, he streamed for 36 hours, and he was trying to raise $3,600 for Mind, which is a mental health anti-prevention league over in Europe, and he ended up raising like $6,700 instead of 3,600. Like he blew both of them away, you know.
Nice.
So he's a really, really, really good
But
dude, though. He's getting a
but
fuck you
that's
video soon.
important that you don't. I mean, if you get really big on YouTube, like I'm talking 500,000 million, 5 million.
Yeah.
If you get that big, you can't be the same. You can't keep. I mean, already at your level, you
If I
can't
had
keep
100,000
doing it.
subs or 500,000 subs, you're telling me I still can't come hang out with you?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Okay.
you can't reply to every comment on your
Oh
video.
no, I already can't.
You
I
can't.
get more fucking comments. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, already on your level. And people, I know people that have gotten big, that
Mm.
people say that, oh, it got to his head or it got to her head. She doesn't reply to comments anymore. And people don't understand that it's not that they have changed as
Right,
person. It's just that if you get thousands and thousands of comments on each video you publish, it's not even doable.
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not.
I know a guy who's got 13,000 subs. He's somebody that I follow on here and that I interact with on and off of YouTube. And he always brags. He's like, I've always said I reply to every comment. I always have, and I always will, and this and that. And so I'm like, how the hell does he do it? Because I know he works full time. He's a plumber. I know he works full time. He has a family. Like I said, I've become friends with him off platform, you know. And I'm like, how the hell does he do it? So I went and looked, and I'm like, all right, if I put up a video, my average, like the reaction videos that do good, I get 300 to over 1,000 comments on those videos. You know, his videos are different, it's completely different style. It's a whole different thing, and his videos are more visual and stuff. So if he has a video that gets 10,000 views, he gets like 40 comments. So I was chatting with him one day, and I was like, man, I can't reply to all my comments. He's like, I have more subs than you, and I reply to all my comments. So I was like, I'll go pick a video for you, and you take a look at that and tell me you're replying to all those comments. So I went and picked a video, and I was like, how about this one? I shot him the link, and he sent me back a message. He's like, holy shit, I didn't know you're getting that many comments. I'm like, that's the thing. People just want to chat, and they're just chatting it up. You know, and it's every video they're just chatting it up, and I'm just like, which is great. It's great. I love these people. My subscribers are everything to me. I love them, but I just can't. I tell them all the time, hey, guys, I'm reading them. Trust me. If I hit a heart, that means I read it. If it doesn't have a heart yet, eventually I will. You know, but it's crazy. But I just what I'm saying is like, you always have to have. Like to me, I want to remain grounded, and that's what this guy kind of was. You know, I think back to when.
Yeah.
Jim sent me a link one day and was like, hey, Magic Jones sent me a link one day. And then I sent it out, and Jim was like, I'm already there. And we went to Josephine DeSmet. I don't know if you know her or not, but we went to her live stream. She's a musician. She was like writing a song. So we were just sitting there watching her write a song. She had, at the time, she has like 2,000 subs now. I think at the time she had like 500 or 600.
Mm-hmm.
And we're sitting there watching her do her craft, right? There's like 10 of us in the chat watching her. It's basically Magic Jones pulled us all in there. And who fucking pops in and starts chatting with us? Nick Nimmin. And he's just hanging out. And so we were like, fuck, and Jim talked to him about coming on the show. He was going to come on Jim's show. Like Jim was talking to him about it. It was crazy. I went back to that girl's live streams quite a few times, and I think 3 other times I sat there and just bullshitted with Nick Nimmin for a little while. And he used to always tell us, this is one of my favorite channels. It's a place I come hide out in and hang out, And it was so cool because at any point in time, you could be hanging out, and Josephine was very interactive between, like, recording different things, whatever, because she was on, like, the garage band thing, showing you how to build music. And she'd look over, and she'd chat with us, and she'd go back. I thought it was great. Here we are just sitting here just bullshitting with Nick Nimmin of all people. You know what I mean? And he's just as human as the rest of us, but it's just funny, And
Oh
that's
yeah.
kind of what I mean. Like I want to
Yeah.
make sure that
Yeah.
and it's
I'm
I still
friends
get
with his
I'm getting that
brother.
bullshit. I'm getting that bullshit already, Pia. I'm getting it already.
Mhm.
When I come into a stream, like I come into your stream, you bring me in. We're old friends. We've known each other for a while in here. I got people
Mhm.
though when I bring them in, they're like, "Oh, look who it is! Oh, Mr. Popular! Oh, Hollywood's here!" Like, why you got to treat me like that? Like they're being fucking they're taking the piss out of me about it. you know. Or I get the opposite. I get people and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you showed up here. Why would you come to my stream?" Like, why can't I still come to your fucking stream? I,
Mhm.
I'm doing nothing. I keep trying to tell people, 10,000 subscribers I might as well still have 30. It's really nothing. In the grand scheme, you look at fucking YouTube. I'm not. You know what I mean? Like I'm still on the bottom of YouTube with everybody. We're not. I just have a couple more subs than everybody. It's really not that much of a
Yeah.
difference. It's
Yeah.
really not. We're all still fucking equal.
It's not.
And even if I get to 100,000, we're all still going to be equal. We're all people trying to hone our craft.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
don't. One thing I've really been. It's been bugging me lately is when I go on people's streams and they act like that. I'm just like, either they get like they pretend like they're starstruck, or they just get shitty with me because like, oh, look who's here, it's the big shot, oh, thanks for taking time out for us little people. It's like, well, fuck you then. I won't now. I won't come back next time. You know what I mean? Like, why would you treat me like that? I was
But
here all the time hanging
those
out.
people that are hosting or other people.
It's the hosts, the people I know that I'm coming up on their
The
fucking
host?
stream. Yes,
Yeah.
they're like,
Oh,
oh, look, oh, boy.
That sucks. I mean, not much.
I wouldn't come back.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm just kind of like, that's bullshit. I don't, and some of them I haven't gone back. I just feel like, yeah, whatever. So, or I'll hang
It's
out in the
not.
chat. You know.
But the thing is, it's a difference between being a person on a live stream and what you do with your channels. I mean,
Right.
there is no way that you can answer every comment. There's no way. I
Right.
have so few people that come regularly. Most come just for a couple of videos because they want to learn about Anchor or they want to learn about something specific that I have a couple of videos about. And I can interact very intense with some of them. I had a girl here the other day that had watched my Anchor videos and she couldn't get her background music to her podcast to work. So I said to her, and we went back and forth in the comments, and I said, look me up on Twitter and we can do a DM there and I can send you photos. I mean, I can do that because I don't have thousands of uh, people that write comments. I could
Mm.
never do that, even if I had a couple of hundred people that commented on each video. I could never have person to person DM conversation with each of them.
I invite
And
everybody to connect with me on Twitter, Instagram. All my information's out there. If you want to get a hold of me, my email, my PO box, it's all there, and I put in every video. And I tell people, join me over on Twitter. Join me over. I tell people that in the in the videos, and it's so funny because like I get, I don't know, probably, I don't know, 4 to 8 emails a day right now. I'm averaging, just from random people. Just I got one guy
but
who
do they
emails me
DM you
all the
too?
time, and when he emails me stuff, it's like always stuff relative. It's relative information. Hey, I don't know if you heard about this going on over here. He's like keep me in the know. The morning, that the Queen's husband died, I woke up that morning and I found out as I was walking down the stairs. I always check my email in the morning when I get up. I check my email,
Mm.
and he had just emailed me 3 minutes earlier and said, "Hey, Prince Andrew just died, the Queen's husband. This is big. It just got announced." And I was like, "Whoa," So I put up a community post, and I just said in the community post, I'm sorry to hear the passing of Prince Andrew. My thoughts with the Queen, whatever. Just a nice, respectful post. I respect the royal family. I've learned to respect the royal family just from things I've learned through doing these videos and stuff. I actually find it quite intriguing. I like it, and it was funny though. But I was on the pulse of it because of this dude. You know, this guy like fucking, you know. But, you know, Ganna's been giving me shit since I had 30 subs. You know, and yeah, I don't do fake friends either,
Yeah,
Gina. So, but Gina,
that's
like you
true.
know, but you look at who's here. You know, you got DJ who's scratching his ear on the microphone right now, whatever he's doing. I'm not even sure. And you and Ganna and Gina, like this is what I'm talking about. You know, these are like, you know, you are all people that I've met through my journey, and I love it. You know, I don't.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
None
there's
of
no
us
need
have
to be
changed.
fake friends. Yeah, none of us have changed. That's what I'm saying. We're all just kind of
Yeah,
still hanging out.
It's,
I'm still a
you
douchebag.
know,
It's true.
I mean,
targeted
or rather, all of us have probably changed, but we have not changed because of YouTube.
We
yeah,
haven't changed who we are, but we've developed. You know,
yeah,
and I think
yeah.
is probably a good way to say it. Except for DJ, he still doesn't have a fucking shirt. Poor guy. I'm gonna-
He has it on his own channel. It's just when he comes here. It's
DJ,
DJ
DJ,
After Dark.
DJ. What state do you live? You live in the United States, right?
I
You have to
live
out.
in Florida.
You live where?
Florida?
Florida.
Oh, you live in Florida too? I used
Yeah.
to live down there. I
Hmm?
used to live in Sarasota. Um, All right, I'm gonna have to find you something, man. I don't know what, but I'm gonna have to find you something. Send you a shirt, you know. I don't know.
I would,
Maybe when I finally make some merch, I'm having the hardest fucking time with
I
Spreadshop,
would
Spreadshirt,
Yeah,
whatever the
sure.
say,
fuck it is. I'm having the
I
hardest
would
time making merch.
say this time I'm like 1 to 2 hours south of Sarasota.
You down in Naples?
Um,
No, he's
Uh,
in
no, he's
Nipples.
in Nipples. Yeah,
no,
DJ from
no,
That's
Nipples,
where he
but
Florida.
lives.
Yeah.
I'm in like the Cape Coral
Yeah,
mile.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. So,
One of the most expensive
There are quite
vacations
a
I ever
few
took
of us
was.
in Florida.
Yeah, I went down to
Florida.
my wife and I went to Sanibel Island for a weekend. We were there for two
yeah.
fucking days. It cost me a fortune. My fucking the starter went in my vehicle while we were down there, so we had to rent bikes and bike
Oh,
on the island. They wouldn't take a debit card, which is all we took with us, so we couldn't rent motorized bikes. You could only rent regular bikes because you had to have an actual credit card to. We wanted to get Segways or motor scooters. Nope, fuck you. Nope, not allowed. And then.
Oh,
And
gosh.
then oh, it was horrible. We sweat our ass off. Oh, it was so bad. I brought clothes to get up the next day. I brought like a pair of khaki shorts, and like a dress shirt, and I just brought some. I had like my fucking loafers. I was gonna wear them with no socks, so we just went down and kind of we could take them off and walk on the beach and put them on, you know, whatever. So now here I am in a pair of fucking dress shorts and loafers on a fucking bike. You know, I end up pulling over to some freaking tourist trap bullshit shop and getting like some oversized. They had like a consignment area, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what do you got for shorts?" And they're like, "Oh, all we have is kids. We only have kids stuff for shorts because kids, you know, the parents always need shorts for the kids for the beach." I was like, "Well, what about a big fat bastard like me?" And the guy's like, "We have a consignment area over there." So I go to this consignment area, and the only thing they got is like a pair of like size fucking 60 jean shorts, right? So I got to buy a rope. I literally bought a jump rope from this fucking guy. I got these size 60, right? And I put them on. I mean, like I could hold them out to here. I looked like I was wearing a fucking barrel. So I fold them around, and then I bought a jump rope for $1, and I ran it through the loops, and I tied the jump rope in the front, and then I flipped it and tucked it inside so I wouldn't look as stupid. And then the only shirts they had were like the fucking skin tight like fucking water shirts or whatever they are, or the muscle shirts. I'm not very muscular, you know. Got my fucking man tits hanging out. It was ridiculous. I looked like an asshole. And then I had these fucking loafers. I'm trying to ride a bike. So I'm like, "What do you got for shoes, man? I'll buy some shoes from you." He's like, "Oh, I got these." And he gives me like these. I bought a pair of fucking fucking shower shoes, and it was horrible. We went back to the hotel. We stopped at the car. The car was at the gas station, and we loaded our shit in the car, our clothes and everything. And then we got halfway riding around the island, and I had to start walking the bike. My wife's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "These are shower shoes. The spikes from the pedals are fucking killing my feet. Oh fucking what a mess." And they charged me an arm and leg. They're like, oh, the starter's going to be $600 plus installation. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, $600? I was like, I can buy a starter for $150. They're like, yeah, but you're on Sanibel Island, man. So we got to buy it from Naples. They got to ship it over here. You know, it's $150 to deliver it here because it's a fucking weekend. I'm like, what? So they screwed me on the price. Then they screwed me on the delivery charge. The whole thing was a mess. $900 later, after fucking everything, they replaced my starter and they fixed some. There was a belt that needed replaced. I totally got hosed and screwed on Sanibel Island with my clothes on, and they were bad clothes, so not good. I don't know.
Good
Florida,
vacation.
huh?
Florida. I like Florida. I haven't been here long yet, but I like it. My area, it's really nice.
Yeah,
I love.
great, but just wait till like hurricane season,
Yeah.
and you won't be saying that for long.
I left because I kept getting when I was living down there. I kept getting pictures sent to me in the mail from some guy without a shirt on. It was weird, but that's why I left. No, I left because I
Oh,
missed.
they were post stamped in nipples.
Yeah,
Were they?
yeah, Nipples, Florida. Um, I left because I need seasons to change. I need to have winter. I need to have snow in my life. I just have to have it. I enjoy it too much. I enjoy living through seasons. I enjoy springtime. I love it. You know, the summertime, I don't mind. I love the autumn, the fall. I love winter to an extent, you know. Um,
I
but I
hate
have to
winter.
have that. I have to have the changing seasons. When I lived in Florida, I felt like 15 years of my life went by in about 2 years because the seasons never changed, so it just flew by. And I was just like, what the
But
fuck?
we
I
have
don't,
a
you know,
little season change here,
nah,
up
not
where
really.
I live.
You get a couple weeks
We
where you wear a
don't have
fucking sweatshirt.
winter. We don't have winter, but
Mhm.
we still have we have fall and spring, and then we have 8 months of or 10 months of summer,
Yeah.
and
Right. 10 months
one
of
month of
shit sticking
one
together
month
that
of
shouldn't stick
fall
together.
and 1 month of
Uh-huh.
spring. That's ideal for me.
I
1 month
mean,
of
it's,
fall, 1 month of spring, and 10 months of
yeah,
summer.
that's the whole
Big
thing.
like me.
Like I live down there, and it's like you go to the fucking beach or you stay inside. You know what I mean? Like it was so fucking hot all the time that like I hate the beach. Right? Sand sticks to me in places I didn't even know existed. Not a big fan of the fucking beach, and I don't like being hot. I just don't like being hot. So why would I want to succumb to? Fuck it. I'm gonna go bake on fucking radiant sand that's radiating the heat off me. It's just so fucking miserable. So
We don't go
instead,
to the beach too often, though.
so instead,
Yeah.
everybody stays inside. Every place down there is air conditioned, so everybody's hanging. So what? You know, like where I was living in Sarasota, Bradenton, people just fucking drank all day. The bars are packed during the day. If you're not at the beach, you just go to the bar. It's air conditioned. You hang out. You watch sports. You drink. It's all social. It's not like people are getting fucking hammered and it's just social. It's just everyone just but that's what they do. They just sit around and fucking drink. I was like, man, there's nothing to do. I'd call my friends. What are you doing? Oh, we're at the bar. All right, well, fuck you. And I call somebody else. What are you doing? Well, I was just getting ready to head down to the bar. What the fuck do you guys do anything else? Like, what do you want to do? You want to go to a movie, then we'll go to the bar? I'm like, no, fuck. So it's just
Yeah.
so hot,
Well,
so miserable.
I haven't been here long enough yet, so I
Yeah.
can't really.
You'll start hanging out at the bar. Fucking, why not?
No, no.
Yeah.
I never been a bar person. I never.
Uh,
We have been to a couple of. Yeah, we go to the local here in this little area where we live, and I think it's like 8,000 people here, Niceville. We have three breweries, local breweries in our
wow.
little area.
That's
And
crazy.
one of them is a little backside brewery, and they have decent food and they have music every night. So we
Oh,
go
that's
there
cool.
sometimes at night, and they no, they don't
Uh,
have their own food. They have food trucks outside. They just have beer, but they have
Yeah,
food trucks outside
that's
with
cool
decent
though.
food and music, and or you can bring. We take our food with us from home sometime. So that's a nice place we go. But otherwise, we are limited because of my handicapped sister to what we can do.
Sure.
I
Well,
I have a picture I would like to show you. If the one year I was in a state that had a window, and how I'm dressed will tell you, yes, I'm definitely a Florida boy.
Do you want to share it now on screen?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Okay, I'm ready. Throw it up there and we will take a look. Here we go. Are we
oh
ready?
man,
Um,
this better not be porn.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
can't
either.
see. Let's see. I'm ready. That's you at the bottom in the chair.
Yes.
You're so fucking young. Look at you. What were you
How
like
old were
eight,
you
nine?
there?
No, I was probably about 11 to 12.
11, 12.
Yes, this was taken in 2007, and the story behind this picture is I did make a wish foundation, and I got to go to New York City. So, yeah.
Oh, wait, I can't see. I need to make the picture a little larger here.
Do you want me to?
No, I know. I just had to go full screen. Why do you look so scared?
He does look
Well,
scared. You're scared out of your ass, man. What's
well,
going on?
no, even in all those levels, I was cold
You were
because
cold.
it was December when I went, and it was
DJ,
cold.
may I ask you,
Yeah,
do you have any movement at all in your legs? Or is
yes,
there no? You have a
yes,
little bit.
yes, I have medium legs, but if I don't have good control of my legs,
Gotcha.
Okay, but you can.
I can move them, yes.
Oh,
I worked as a one-on-one with a guy. I never asked you. I just assumed that you have cerebral palsy. Is that what you have?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what
I just assumed that. I
that's
worked as a
what I have.
one-on-one with this guy, and he had, just like you remind me so much about him. He had very little control of his legs, but he got, just to keep working on them, he got the construction. It was like a walker, but he was standing up and it sat under his arms like this.
Yeah,
So he was strapped into it and he could practice walking that way.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. and we have tried pretty much everything. I mean, back
Well, now you
in,
have a fancy wheelchair. So why?
well, I mean, I I used to do physical therapy when I was in elementary school,
Yeah.
and they had to let me go because I was bigger than the therapist I was working with.
Okay.
So, you
But I
know,
mean, you still have your fancy share that
yeah,
40,000 or
but
whatever it is.
mm, okay.
Look at Squirrel.
40,000?
Didn't you know that? Yeah, wasn't it 40,000 your chair?
Oh yes, the cost, yeah, $40,000.
That's more than my car. And you can't carry as many groceries on that
And
chair
then
as
he
I can in my
crashed it.
car. And then
And then
what?
he crashed it. He
No.
drove like a
Really?
maniac. No, I don't know if you crashed it.
Well,
It was something that broke.
No.
well,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, Terry, but Pia, did you happen to see a picture on my Facebook with a wheelchair that was broke?
That was broke. No. Was
No,
that when you first got that fancy one?
yeah, I got it
Oh, you're a fancy guy, man.
He
last
is a
year.
fancy guy. He's a flashy guy. Flashy nipples.
But Pia, what?
Share it.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
let me pull it up here. So,
Because I remember when you got that share and then they had to take it back or whatever happened when you first got it.
uh, that, well, no, that wasn't this gen. Uh, the people who walk on my chair, walk on it at the house. So,
Okay. So they worked on it at the house, but I remember something was wrong. I remember you were so excited when you were getting your new chair and then something was messed up.
yeah, but the one thing I was talking about, let me see if I could find it here.
Take your time. We're here.
Yeah,
Gina Bina says, wow, DJ, you didn't know that either. Gosh, I know a lot about you, DJ.
well, like I was telling, I believe it was you, Peter, but no, it was Gina this past weekend. But me and my family put a lot of information online, so
Yeah. Well, I I will one week when I do my live stream when you are busy so you're not coming on, I will start spill the beans and tell all secrets.
yeah, uh,
I like spill the
um,
beans night. I'm all for that. Oh, I hear the
Do
baby
you hear
crying.
my sound effect today? It
What's that?
works?
yeah,
Does my sound effect works?
I
yeah,
hear it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay,
I don't know if.
well,
I'm waiting. Don't worry. I'm still here.
yeah. Um,
We can listen to some music while we're waiting. Do you hear that, Gina? This is what Dean Nimmons called the official Pia funk. That's right, the funk. Okay, how are
The
you
Pia
doing there,
funk.
DJ? The
um,
Pia.
DJ, do you feel better? Do you feel like you grew
looking.
a third nipple during that song?
Don't
Hmm,
disturb him now. He's looking. He's looking.
Are you gonna share another picture with us? I
yeah,
like that
Yeah,
picture. It was cool, and you were real young, and it was
yeah.
better
You
than I
were.
thought it was gonna be. I really thought you were gonna like pull up a picture like a I don't know.
You have to be a little scared when he says
Yeah,
he's starting to share things. You never know
yeah.
what pops up.
hey,
As I said before, we are quite a few people living down here in Florida. We have to get together. We
yeah,
Yeah,
have DJ, we have Will, we have Mike, and
and Keely. Yeah,
well, Mike and Keely. We have.
yeah.
I don't know if you know uh, Big Low Hip Hop TV. I don't think you
No,
know him.
no.
He hasn't done anything on YouTube since the Corona started. I think
Oh
he's
wow.
been
It's,
very quiet,
uh,
but he lives in Pensacola, so he's not far from me.
huh.
Yeah, we hear from him now and then on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's so busy nowadays, Will.
Yeah.
okay,
He's in love.
I,
You found it?
well, Peter, I didn't find the picture yet, but I found the post that you were talking about.
Okay, let me see. We shared the post then.
Did you know they sell vibrators at CVS and they're right on the fucking shelf with everything else? I saw them tonight. I did not know that.
No, I didn't know.
I mean, they're not in like the
But
cheesy.
I
They're not
never
like the
looked.
cheesy see-through package where it's like, hey, look, it's a fucking moose antler with a fucking tickle on the end. They're in like these nice black boxes, and there's just an outline drawn on the outside of the box of the shape of it. It's just an outline. You can't see the actual piece, but it says right on it, personal vibrator, and they got the typical one that goes up, and then it's got the little. I don't know, it's
Is
supposed to be a thumb or
that
a
what
finger
you
with
were
the hook over
talking
the
about?
the
Yeah,
diddler. I don't know what that is. That the diddler is that supposed to be a tongue or a thumb or a finger? I don't know,
I
but they got
no
that
idea.
one. They got that one and some other ones, but I couldn't believe it. I was looking. I'm like, wow. I guess kids wouldn't know what they were because of the way they have them packaged, but still, I did not know vibrator was an option at CVS. That's interesting.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't know that. I never looked for them. Let me
yeah.
see what's is written here. Uh, it's your mother that wrote this.
yes,
Was this about you crashing the
I'm just
fucking
gonna
chair?
say this. Say some stuff because I need to say it for my own mental health. My editor gave his approval.
yeah,
Yesterday, I had to let a stranger from another part of the state into our home to work on DJ's wheelchair. DJ stayed in his room. I moved the chair to the foyer, wiped it down with Clorox wipes, and we waited. Gosh, my
Well,
eyesight.
this is like the day after the mask mandate started last year. It's March 16th, the day after my
When
birthday.
the vendor arrived, I met him at our door with hand sanitizer and rubber gloves. He wasn't allowed into our home further than the front door, which he was totally fine with. We yelled to DJ when we had a question. He made the repairs and adjustments, and when it was time to try it out, I wiped the entire chair down with Clorox wipes again and let it dry while we got him ready to get loaded into the chair. The chair was good thanks to new motion, and we waved to Chris and sent him on his way. Excessive, no. My kids, especially my boys, 25 and almost 27, have been my focus since they were born. For the majority of their young lives, I was in a crash course in nursing sick children. We lived our lives knowing that we needed to keep them as healthy as possible because their ex- existing health issues always complicated even the most common illness. I watched both of my boys rely on ventilators for breathing assistance during the hospital stays in the past. I hope you never have to see a loved one like that. I've seen far too many of my loved ones connected to these machines in the last few years. So when people who are in the know tell you that you may get through this virus with no issues, but others, strangers, or people you know, love, like my boys, may not take it seriously. As much as I love to, I have yet to find an easy way to bubble wrap my boys and protect them from the world. Believe me, I've tried. Be kind, be cautious, and be kind, be cautious, and be cautious. Take
Cautious.
care of
Be kind, be
yourselves.
courteous. Sorry.
Good. Okay. I can you
I
see?
know.
I'm
I'm having a hard time seeing it too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Take care
I
of yourselves and each
believe
other.
it's cautious.
Hey, is that your mom?
Yes.
That's his mom. Yeah.
Dude, hey, listen, man. You got a kick ass mom, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be that kick-ass himself if he didn't have kick-ass
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah, you
That's
you
how
must
it
you
is.
gotta you can tell right away reading that you got a good support system, man. That's awesome. Your mom's a fucking she's a warrior, bro. That's awesome.
yeah, and I'm still trying to find that picture. When I do, I will show it. But
Don't worry. If you don't find it today, you find it the next time we are on here.
yeah, I will.
Because I know you will be back.
DJ,
Yeah,
when are you up for a haircut? It's got to be soon, right?
yeah, probably maybe next week or so.
Oh, I was talking about your stomach and your chest, not your head. Oh
Mm,
man, I need a haircut myself.
yeah, I agree, Gina.
Yeah, I do too.
And
It's pretty awesome.
that's the thing with this darn virus that people don't think about. Like, even if I don't get sick, even if I don't, I mean, I have to think about my handicapped sister all the time. She was the first of, no, she was the second in our family that got the vaccine. First was my niece because she had no choice. She's a doctor, so
Oh yeah,
she
yeah,
got it. I mean,
yeah.
that was, but after that, it was, no, my brother in law got it second. He works in the prison. So he was the second one. And then My sister, I just got 2 weeks ago, or is it 3 weeks ago? I got my second shot. And you already see down here, definitely, people stop wearing masks. I still wear mask if there is a lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, Florida's been wide open for a while. It's crazy, you know.
Mhm.
yeah. I
I
wear
still put the mask on.
I wear a mask every time I get out. So
If I go to a place where there are people, like indoors where there are other people, outdoors I'm a little bit looser now since I got all the shots. DJ,
yeah,
don't worry about it.
yeah. I'm
That's
more.
DJ's official.
Hey, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
DJ.
more now looking for me. So
Oh, you're looking for it for yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, that's, Gina and Ghana agree with me. I have
Listen, let's
my
be honest. Ganna wears a different kind of mask. That's not one of those. She's just talking about like it's just a regular mask so that they don't chase her out of
I
the
have
post
this.
office. I like that. That's very nice. Never stop learning. Look at that. That's good. That's good. Can you believe at one point they're actually still out there, but I set up a Teespring account and there's there's masks on there that have a middle finger and say fuck you, and then there's other ones that have my face and it says the fuck you guy. Yep, that's the path I was going on. Yep.
Talking about Teespring, not because it was Teespring's fault, but I was sending a hoodie to what's his face in South Africa,
Ricky.
Ricky. Yeah, he had one hoodie, and first when he won it, Teespring didn't deliver to South Africa. So I said to him, I get it delivered to me, and then I send it. It would cost me $250 to send a hoodie to South Africa.
Wow.
So I
Wow.
said, sorry, Ricky, I'm not doing that. And he understood. But then they opened up delivery from Teespring to South Africa. So I got the message last week that he finally got his hoodie. And I ordered that from Teespring it was 10 months ago. It went from US without problem, ended up in the Netherlands somewhere, and then we heard nothing. 10 months ago, it arrived in the Netherlands. And I talked with Ricky, and he said either it wasn't delivered to South Africa or someone here stole it, because that's what happened with half the things
Well,
you
right
send.
now there's some guy named Yerfel who lives in the Netherlands who's riding around with a fucking PixelPia t-shirt or sweatshirt. I mean, on it's
No,
fine.
he got
DJ.
it.
Oh,
He
he did get it.
finally got it. Yeah, he got it last week.
That's awesome.
It
That's
took
good.
it 10 months. But I mean, they have winter down there now, so
Yeah, it's crazy.
you can have a hoodie now.
Um, yeah. I don't know.
You know, guys, I'm gonna give this 5 more minutes, and then guess what
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
do?
was just about to say goodbye. I'm tired as fuck, and I have to get up. My wife has a procedure in the morning. I get up in a few hours and take her to the hospital. She's got some outpatient surgery that she has to get taken care of. So
Hmm.
I gotta go to bed. Get a little bit of sleep.
I have to do a third time is a charm. That's
Yeah, what the
my
hell, Pia? Oh my
well,
god.
everything
I
is
almost
set
did it
up.
last night. I almost did it last night. After I talked to you, I went to record another episode and I almost did it. I started recording. I was like, wait a minute. And I minimized the screen and I looked and I was like, I did not hit record. I almost did it again, but I didn't. I fixed it. Yeah, the diddlers. They're down by the They're down by the pharmacy. They're in the same aisle where you'd find like what was in that aisle? I'm
Condoms?
trying to think. Yeah, condoms, personal lubrications, hemorrhoid cream, suppositories, creams for lip fucking fungus or whatever, like that last aisle in the store. And they're up on the top shelf. They're in these nice black boxes. They're beautiful. I mean, I thought it was a joystick for a Nintendo. I was going to buy one. Yeah, but I didn't. Thank God I didn't end up buying one. So
No. And I am, as I said, gonna try to film that video again for a third time. This time I'm gonna hit record.
Thank you, Gina. I appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Pia,
Okay,
thank you
guys.
as always. I always appreciate getting to
It's
hang out with you.
always
And
nice to have you
DJ,
here. You know that.
DJ,
I'm gonna play some music for
DJ.
us as we
Yeah.
Bye,
leave.
DJ. I got a fucking shirt
Bye,
on.
guys.
But
Bye. I like the camera with the different color. That's cool.
I changed it.
Wow, Rob. I know. Do you have a program on your computer that you do that through?
No, I had to do it manually.
Oh.
I'm using Filmic Pro, so I can
Oh.
set it.
I was wondering because I was like, I can't change mine, I don't think, but because you're going through a, that's cool.
I'm not looking for your consolation.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Pia. Have a good night. Good night, DJ.
I see you all next week. Bye.
Reaching out to know if it's true. I'm falling for you, yearning for you, reaching out to hold you down, hold you down, hold you down, hold you down.